Ash's branch line starts at the junction of Kildane Station. It runs through countrysides and forests, serving a number of towns and industries along the line. Serving the town of Abbey Station and continuing along the line until it reaches Kirkmacken, the junction of the Coley-Fell Mountain Railway. Running through a tunnel underneath the town of Peel Godred. And ending at an iron-minium works at the end of the branch line. Ash runs the branch line with Misty, the Great Western tank engine, and the two engines have been running the branch line ever since Ash was rewarded the Peel Godred branch line for being a really useful engine. But this was all about to change. One day, Sir Topham Hatt came to see them.
As you both know, I've promised that a new engine will be brought here to the branch line to help, and I wanted to let you two know that the new engine will be arriving here shortly.
That's good to hear. I hope he's really useful.
I wonder who the new engine is.
The two engines soon got their answer, as they could hear the sound of an engine's puffing in the distance. Puffing into view was a green tank engine. He had 4 driving wheels, a number 7 painted on his bunker, and the word Southern painted on his side tanks. He even had a shape that looked similar to Drew.
Engines, I would like you to meet Giorgio.
Giorgio, is that you?
Misty, long time no see.
Wait, you know this engine?
Yes, when you were on your journey along the old tin railway. Casey and I went on a small journey to a little railway where I met Giorgio. He heard about me and asked me to be his girlfriend, but...
And you went on a date with him. All this time I thought you loved me, but now after what I heard you love Giorgio.
No, Ash, we didn't go on a date.
I'm not hearing any more excuses. I'm out of here.
Okay. Misty, since Ash has gone to start work, you'll be showing Giorgio the ropes of this branch line. I want you to show him around. After that, you can show him how to handle trucks at the mineral works.
Yes, sir.
Misty was happy to show Giorgio around. However, as they made their way down the branch line, she noticed that Giorgio was coughing and wheezing as he puffed behind her. They stopped at Abbey Station so that Giorgio could catch his breath.
Giorgio, are you alright? You don't sound too good.
I'm fine. Just a little cough.
Are you sure?
Yes. Now, can we get going?
And Giorgio steamed ahead. Misty wasn't sure, but she thought she heard some strange noises coming from Giorgio as he puffed along. When they arrived at the mineral works, the two engines quickly got stuck into their work. Shunting trucks to where they were needed and preparing a small goods train to take to the junction for Douglas to collect. A few minutes before the train was to depart, Misty was having a short rest before getting ready to couple up to the train. But then, she heard the sound of wheels squealing and the sound of an engine struggling to pull a train. She reversed back to see what all the noise was about. She saw Giorgio struggling to pull the goods train that they were supposed to take to the junction. Sparks were flying out of his funnel and his wheels spun like mad as he tried to pull the train.
Come on, you stupid trucks.
I'll give you a hand with those trucks.
Thanks.
Misty was coupled up behind Giorgio, and the two engines set off towards the junction. As they left, they passed through Pilgodred Station, where Ash was there picking up his passengers. He had seen everything.
Ugh, pathetic.
Over the next few days, Giorgio got used to his new job on the branch line, helping Misty deliver goods from the mineral works to the junction, or delivering goods along the branch line. However, as each day would go by, Giorgio's problems became more and more noticeable. But whenever any of the other engines tried to talk to him about it, he would always avoid the conversation and always say that he was fine. He wasn't going to let anyone know that there was something wrong with him. He kept this secret to himself until one Saturday morning, Giorgio awoke feeling sick as boiler sludge. He felt like he was going to burst, and to make matters worse, he had to help Salty at Brendo Docks due to Porter being at the works after bursting a safety valve.
Giorgio, you look awful. Are you alright?
Misty, for the 100th time, I'm perfectly fine.
Alright, that's it. If you won't tell me what's wrong, I have no choice but to tell Stop about your problem.
No! You can't tell anyone! I'm telling you I'm fine, and I'm not going to stand around listening to you tell me that I'm not a healthy engine. Goodbye, Misty. See you later.
And Giorgio puffed away to the docks, clanking and groaning as usual.
Huh. Don't puff too hard or you'll blow yourself to pieces.
Ash!
When Giorgio arrived at the docks, Salty was waiting for him, and he greeted him warmly.
Ahoy there, matey! I'm glad you're here to help out. Aha!
Ahoy, Salty. I'm happy to help.
Are you feeling alright, Owl?
I'm fine! Why does everybody keep asking that? Sorry. Let's get started.
Okay.
Throughout the day, Giorgio did all the jobs that Porter would usually do. However, as the day went on, Giorgio was getting worse and worse. That afternoon, Giorgio was taking on more water at the water column when Misty pulled up with some trucks of stone.
Giorgio, listen.
Ugh.
Giorgio, I'm just making sure if you're alright. I'm worried about you.
Misty, for the millionth time, there is nothing wrong with me. And I can prove it by turning your trucks over to Cranky.
And Giorgio shot out of his sighting and coupled up to Misty's trucks, groaning and creaking louder than ever.
Wait, Giorgio, stop! You're going to knock yourself to bits.
But Giorgio didn't listen. Then it happened. As Giorgio pulled to a stop, there was a loud bang, and a fire began to billow from underneath Giorgio's undercarriage. Cranky, was so surprised they accidentally dropped some sacks of sand, and they landed on Giorgio. Luckily, no one was hurt, and the sacks of sand had burst open and put out the fire. But Giorgio's wheels were melted, and he was covered from funnel to firebox in sand.
Oops. Sorry, Giorgio.
A little later, Giorgio had been lifted onto a flatbed by Cranky. So Topham had arrived on board Porter. He was very surprised at the mess that Giorgio had caused.
What on Sodor has happened here, Giorgio? You have caused confusion and delay. I demand to know what is wrong with you.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to cause trouble. See, the truth is that I was never repaired properly back on my old railway, and any problems I had, they would just tell my crew to patch up any leaks. That's why I have all these problems.
Everyone was surprised at what Giorgio had told them.
Why didn't you tell any of us?
I was a little scared that I couldn't be repaired, that I would have to be scrapped. Now it only looks like I'm really good for scrap.
Giorgio, I would never scrap any of my engines. You're a Sodor engine now, and despite your troubles, you have been proving to be a really useful engine. So, as a reward, you'll be going to the Sodor Steamworks for an overhaul.
Wait, you mean you're gonna repair me?
Indeed. Like I said before, you deserve it. And while you are being overhauled, Stepney will be filling in for you on the Peel-Godred branch line until you get back.
Thank you very much, sir. And Misty, I'm sorry I was so snappy with you for these past few weeks.
It's okay, Giorgio. You're nothing to apologize for. He was just afraid that you wouldn't be fixed.
Thank you.
Edward arrived to take Giorgio to the Sodor Steamworks for his overhaul. The little industrial tank engine was feeling excited that he was getting an overhaul, and he couldn't wait to get back to work as soon as he returned. However, as they left the docks, nobody seemed to notice that Ash had been there and had saw everything. He smirked as he watched Giorgio being taken away to the works.
Good riddance.